Everybody, I hope all is well. As you know, I am here to do another mock draft before the big draft comes. Don't worry, guys. I'll have my gym, sleeper, and project players also coming out video as well. And of course, I will be doing a reaction to the first round and the second round and the third, of course, and all the rounds pretty much this weekend for the draft. I'm just getting my voice ready because it's going to be so exciting and so much fun. So I decided today to do something different and have a little bit more fun with myself. I realized no Diddy or whatever. No pause, whatever we saying nowadays. I don't know. But I said, if the Cardinals were willing to trade back with the Vikings, here's what I would do if I was them. So first things first, I said, this is a mock draft for the Cardinals, obviously. So I said, you know what? Go ahead and give us the first, 11th, and 23rd. And in return, we'll give you number 4. And of course, pick in the 5th round, 138. So obviously off the rip, I don't think if I'm the Cardinals, I would move. But if I was in a situation like this, I would do it just for, obviously more capital in the first round. And you'll see where the direction I go with it as well. Also, hey guys, if you like this video, like, and of course, always comment and subscribe. I'm down for always going back and forth. It's always fun for me in the comment section. Yo, so let's dive in. Let's get it. First things first, at pick number 11, we're going to go grab Jared Verse. Obviously, I think defensively, the Cardinals don't have anybody I can think of that is just, I guess, good. Like, ever since the Isaiah Simmons, players like that, I really haven't heard much of. Even J.J. Watt in his later years, which didn't seem to sit right at all. Honestly, he should have stayed a Texan. I'm a Texans fan. He should have just stayed a Texan. But, hey, it is what it is. I honestly think that they need to go ahead and grab a defensive player right out the gate, pretty much to help seal that other side of the ball. And I know I get it. There's so many holes that the Cardinals have to fill. Luckily, they actually have 3 picks in the first round with this mock draft. And on top of that, we're going to go ahead and cover that real quick at pick 23. Let's go ahead and grab an effective, great offensive lineman who can play guard and center, more preferably center, Jackson Powers Johnson out of the University of Oregon, so he can help protect the middle of the offensive line and also read better to help for Kyler Murray. Now, with that being said, due to the fact that Kyler Murray is a scrambling quarterback, his 2 guards and his center are probably going to be the best part of the offensive line that you want to perfect. Reason why I say that is because he will be doing a lot of rollouts. So therefore, his tackle play, he's not really a pocket passer. So you kind of got to cater to the style of the quarterback that you have. What I mean by that is I would have a more versatile center than I would of a more versatile tackle. I just want a true tackle if I'm going to do that. And the reason why I bring that up is because 4 picks later at pick 27, I solidify that by getting Amarius Mims, who is set to be as a project player, more than likely set to strictly stay at tackle. So therefore, why not go ahead and grab somebody like that? He can play left or right. Doesn't really matter how you want to play him or put him. But I will say this. Offensively, right then and there for the Cardinals, you've already addressed 2 big needs on your offensive line out of the 4. Out of the 5, you've got 2 out of the 5 already taken care of. So that's 40% of your offensive line upgraded. Whatever you decide to do after that, pretty much a free agency, however you want to land that, that's fine. But I like this right here, right now. Now, Troy Franklin at wide receiver. He's not a stud receiver, no. Rolando Moore is gone. Larry Fitzgerald days are over with. Hollywood Brown just did not seem to work out really too well. I like Troy Franklin. Not because, well, let's just say he's a true number 1. He was at Oregon. Because more for the simple fact of the matter is that Troy Franklin just knows how to get open. If you watch him run his routes, he just finds ways to execute and win. Doesn't matter who's throwing him the ball. And I feel like, too, truthfully, he understands the breakdown when it comes to the quarterback needing help. He just reads the eyes of Kyler Murray. I could see that happening right then and there. And effectiveness right out the gate, too, on top of that. I don't see the problem with Troy Franklin landing to Arizona just to give them offensive power pretty much right then and there. I love that. Love that pick. Now, we go back to the defensive side of the ball with Tyler Num out of Minnesota. Safety. All right, y'all. Let's be realistic here. If he does fall to the 3rd round, which I was in shock to have him as the 50th player on the board, because I think there's so many teams that need a safety right now. I know the Texans need one, the Vikings need one, Packers need one. So there's so many teams that need a safety. I don't see him falling. Cameron Kitchens or Tyler, both doesn't matter. They both fit the system very well. Obviously, I think that the Cardinals need defensive back help. They really need a corner, but I don't think they're going to find a valuable corner in that part of the draft. I ended up getting one, I think, later in this draft as well in the mock, but that's nor here nor there. Right now is the fact that Tyler is a ball hawk. He knows how to just pretty much read. He can play, he can cover. He can come down and crash the box if he needs to. He can play rover. He is an exceptionally really good safety, and I'd be very surprised if he makes it out of the second round. As if he doesn't, yeah, if I'm the Arizona Cardinals, I'm locked in and I'm grabbing him. Now, we grab Jared Verse on one side. Let's go ahead and grab Marshawn Kneeland at 71 on the other side. Throw him there. This is another great project player who is smooth. He's got a great swim move. He's got a good bull rush on top of that. Now, I will say this: he can get lost in between those guard and tackles when he does go inside. So anything outside, especially in that division, you got a statue at Matthew Stafford who's not running as fast. Then on top of that, Brock Purdy, he did prove that he could run, but Marshawn Kneeland has the speed to keep and seal that outside. Also, too, on top of that, whatever's going on in Seattle with Geno Smith or Drew Lock, or if they do decide to draft a quarterback in this draft, I feel like Marshawn Kneeland can definitely take care of those needs right away in that position to pretty much seal that. And why not pair him up with Jared Verse, and then of course Marshawn Kneeland, edge rusher. I can't get enough of that. That makes passing the ball extremely hard. You know what I mean? So at pick 90, this is where they lacked a lot of last year, the Arizona Cardinals, is the fact that they do not have a primary running back. I know James Conner was cool, but Braylon Allen at 90? Dude, this dude's a freaking truck. Need I say more? Cut his highlight tape on, look at him go, watch him play. Yes, the injury will hold him back. That's fine. Trust me when I say you're going to be all right if you just pick this dude. He finds ways to get open, and I believe that he was definitely underutilized at Wisconsin, especially with the fact that he can actually catch the ball out of the backfield. He probably could line up in the slot and do a couple of receiver routes if you wanted him to. I mean, why not experiment with this player? This guy is fun and effective and great to just have on your roster. I don't know why you wouldn't grab him. Now, at pick 104, we go back to the receiving side of the ball, and why not? It's got to be in there, those True Religion genes. Braden Rice, I am not going to lie. His dad was a legend. His dad's probably the greatest receiver ever. I like Randy Moss more, but I get it. Jerry Rice was that dude. Braden Rice, on the other hand, effective. Great time at USC. I don't know if you guys watched him. This man was amazing at USC. So why not when he not be amazing here in Arizona? Two receivers pairing him up with Troy Franklin and Braden Rice. Then on top of that, they go sign somebody else in the free agency. Why not? Go ahead and do that. Dude, effectively enough, you have just resurrected your entire offense with these little small guys. I mean, these young guys talented in this draft. Therefore, you are already doing what you need to do. Now, we talked about corner as a need. I hate to say that they were picking it way down at 162, but Keelan Carson, and also I saw Kalen King too as well, that could be in this area. Both of them are effectively good corners. I like Carson more for the style at Arizona because he could play more man. He could be that solid number 2 if need be. Probably could play number 1 if needs be as well. But I like him a little bit more than Kalen King. I think Kalen King fits the number 2 corner, 2 or 3 corner. He can go from 2 to 1. I could see that with Mr. Carson here. Now, McKinley Jackson out of A&M, one of my prized possession players because I'm a big Aggie fan. Dude, very misunderstood. Big boy, big body. He's 6'2", 331, I think. No. He's 301. 301 listed as in Senior Bowl. I haven't seen him in Combine yet. I don't know what he looks like at the Combine. But, yeah, bro, big body. Big body. And the cool thing about him is he'll just them hands will slap you up and down, boy. Just turning the chicken over, seasoning it, bro. Just swoop, whoop, whoop. You can get straight through that line. And it's so good to watch. And I feel like he's a steal, really, at that pick at 186. He's a steal. Only reason why he's falling back, I think, is because due to the fact that, he wasn't the primarily defensive lineman on that team. However, I will say this. He can actually plug up a hole and stop the run more effective than people give him credit for. Now, last but not least, of course, is Jalen Ford, linebacker out of University of Texas. Sideline to sideline guy. He's probably maybe your 5th or 6th best linebacker in this draft. Reason why he's falling back is because I do think that speed doesn't have the speed like I need him to be. He probably could play middle and outside middle, but you probably want to use him more as outside if you're Arizona. That's just me. However you want to give or take. You do need a linebacker as well. I think that. But you guys let me know what you think in the comments about this mock draft and tell me what you guys feel. I'm down for the cause. Y'all let me know how y'all feel, man. I'm always ready to go back and forth. Yo, peace.